Mount Airy, New Jersey. I was in a packed room, bigger than this, packed to the walls. And the main speaker, they said, speak on potential and business. I said, sure. And I spoke that night on discovering your seed, and finding your gift, and developing it, and multiplying it. And a lady came to me afterwards, met me at the book table, and I was on the book. She said, Dr. Munroe, I got the message. I said, fine, ma'am. She's kind of old lady, you know, with his clothes, and kind of all hitched up. But she said, I work in a hotel. I make beds. I said, that's great. She said, but tonight I heard you. I got it. I heard you. I heard you. I got a seed. Tomorrow, Dr. Munroe, I'm going to bring you my fruit. I said, okay. So the next night, limousine pulled up. I jumped out. Some of the aides, bodyguards there, were at the door. And this lady was standing in the crowd. People who knew me wanted to shake my hand. And I saw this lady, and she had this paper bag in her hand. She said, Dr. Munroe, here's the fruit that you talked about last night. This is my fruit. And she gave me this brown paper bag, greasy paper bag. I like grease, so I took it. And I gave it to my aide, and we went into the meeting, had the meeting that night, and did the second session on maximizing your business. I went back to the hotel room, opened that bag. I was tired, took my clothes off, and picked up the bag, and in that bag was 6 cookies. I'm thinking, okay, cookies. I got 1 million cookies. I took one bite of those cookies. I don't want to tell you how I felt, because you wouldn't accept it. But I tell you what, I had an experience. My toes curled up, everything, my whole body had spasms everywhere. I was like, yeah. Hey, who is this woman? I took another bite. The whole room began to spin. I'm like, oh God. There was stuff in that cookie that even God didn't make yet. She had it perfect. And before I went to bed, there was one left. My guilt was not upon me. I didn't care. It was so good. I went back to the final session. I said, I want to find the lady. Who's the cookie lady? And she's in the back there saying, me, Dr. Munroe? I said, bring that lady up here. She came up forward. I said, lady, I don't know what you put in them cookies. But let me tell you something. You found your fruit. And I told them that night, before I left, listen carefully, what you do with your fruit when you first develop it. I said, give it away free. Volunteer your fruit away. Please remember that. You give it away free. So I left Mount Airy, and 12 months to the date, I was invited back to be the same speaker at this massive conference. Again, I came there to speak. They wanted session number 2 on business and potential. Place was packed. I'm excited. I mounted the stage, began to speak, and everything was exciting. The second night, we pulled up. Limousine opened the door, bodyguard standing there, and this crowd of people were standing there to get books autographed, and they shake my hand. And there was this lady in a nice hat, this pink hat, man, with black stuff on it, and she had on this nice suit with black buttons and trimming, and pink suit with black hat. Whoa, she looked like a queen. And she had this bag in her hand, and this lady began to say, Dr. Munroe, Dr. Munroe. They were holding her back. I said, let that lady through, whoever she is. She looked nice. And she brought this bag. She said, I brought this bag for you, sir. I said, thank you, ma'am. She said, don't you remember me? I said, no, I don't know who she was. She says, you don't? I said, no. She's the cookie lady. I said, stop it. Man, she was shocked. Dick right out. I said, what happened to you? She said, you won't believe it. She said, I brought you my bag, especially just for you. I opened the bag, and there were these boxes, neatly packaged cookies, with nice design and everything. And she said, my cookies are being distributed to all the major stores in the city. I employ 258 people. She said, and my company's already hit $3 million. She said, all because of you. She says, and therefore I want to give you something. And she went to the person and brought out this envelope. She said, this is just a token of my gratitude to you. Thank you so much. I'm just a cookie lady, that's all. Multi-millionaire in 3 years. Just a cookie lady. I went back to my hotel room with my bag of cookies. Oh, Lord, now. Jesus. I couldn't wait to get into them boxes. I gotta feel that experience again. It was almost like, hey. Decided to open the envelope. There was a check, placed in the gift, $10,000. I said, Lord, give me a few more cookie layers.